Welcome to Medica Nova Wellness Studio. I'm Angelica Maria Koch with your educational videos about optimal health and the most innovative and holistic approach to your well-being. In this video of our Discover series, Heathy Family and Soul Medicine, let's see how you can help your children, your loved ones and your families with the most common summer ailments such as a summer cold or an insect or spider bites or mosquito sting, or the skin burns with the most top indicated natural remedies. Maybe touched your finger at the barbecue and ended up with a blister, or you're trying to cool down your sunburn while spending too many hours at the beach. Whatever it is, this is the video you want to watch as I give you great tips how to heal this ailment. To stay updated with more ongoing videos, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, share and like it with your friends and family, and have a look at my website medicanova.net at the online academy, where you will find fantastic and comprehensive home study online courses in first aid, homeopathy and natural healing. If you're interested in a personal health consultation, either for yourself or your children, you can contact me at health@medicanova.net. So what can you do to heal your burns? Well, burns in general are caused by excessive heat. That can be also acid and alkaline substances like chemical burns to electricity and radiation. But when it comes to the sort of general damage of redness and just pain, we talk about a first-degree burn, and that includes your sunburn or, touching your finger on the hot pan. Second-degree burn shows more blisters, there's more pain involved in redness. And a third-degree burn, then, all the layers of the skin have been charred and burned. And we talk about a full thickness burn here. Often you see the white of the flesh, but that requires immediate medical attention. When it comes to our painful sunburn, which occurs when the sun or another ultraviolet light source hits your unexposed body parts and your skin and exceeds also what the skin can tolerate, then we have a problem, right? But then the highest intelligence of the body kicks in, and that's why I love it so much. It prompts your skin to release melanin, which is a skin pigment, and it makes your skin red. So it's an alarm bell telling you, hey, you got enough, go indoor, it's time, right? So the body always knows how to speak to you and tell you what's most appropriate at this moment. So start to listen to this little warning bells, and it's a sweet language, and always remember your body is your best friend. What's the general home care? Treatments for first degree and not so extensive second degree burns you can remedy at home, and I show you how to do that. Let's say you burned your finger or part of your hand, right, on the hot pan. Instinctively you want to run to the kitchen tap and have cold water on it just to cool down the burn. Now don't do that, right? Choose warm water. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it will help to prevent more blisters to occur, and it will almost speed up the recovery, much easier. Even there was a study in the Journal of Plastic Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgery, and here again it was suggested that warm water is much better instead of cold water, as it limits the tissue damage and restores blood flow to the affected area. So choose warm water. I know it stings a little bit in the first second, but it's much better here. A bandage usually is not necessary unless you have sort of rubbed against the affected area and the skin came off. Here, I really recommend you to get calendula homeopathic tincture. Put it in a spray bottle, 1 part of the calendula tincture to 3 parts of water, and spray it onto the affected area. It cools it down. You don't have to touch the skin, but it really heals it too. It's a wonderful wound healer. Chemical burns require immediate treatments, of course. Remove the clothes immediately if you can, but also seek out medical advice. But here's some interesting facts about sunburn. Fair-skinned persons can get a sunburn in less than 15 minutes, whereas the person who has a darker skin and is exposed to the same intensity of the sun rays, can drag it out for a few hours and isn't so affected. But also, the sunburn process starts in before it's even visible to the naked eye, and the first effects may not show up for several hours. Blisters, can take up to hours or even days to develop. But it could take a whole full 24 hours for sunburn's full effects to surface. So you think, oh my God, in the evening, I have a little burning on the skin. But no, this whole thing started way prior to when you really notice that you have a sunburn. Let's have a look at my favorite homeopathic remedies. They work, and I really can, from my heart, say, please get them before you even go on holiday, so you have them at hand, or choose to buy for your family a first aid homeopathic kit. Contact me at health@medicanova.net. I can advise you for the best source here. Here I would say use external applications of homeopathic remedy and also take them internally in tablet form. The external products come in tinctures, in spray, in gel, but I would say in this case just choose the sprays because we don't want to touch the affected area. So my favorite remedy is Cantharis 30. It's the number behind each remedy. Talked about this before. It just gives us an indication of the strengths, and that's usually what you get in a health food store or online. Cantharis 30, 1 tablet for the children 3 times a day for 1 day only. For the adults, 1 tablet every 2 to 3 hours, maybe for 2 days. First, second, third degree burn, absolutely a must. Plus the calendula spray externally. That's a nice combination. Let's say you have done your Cantharis for a few days, but you feel like there is this stinging pain left. There's just, oh my God, it's just this, it's like a stitching pain. Follow it up with the remedy Urticaria urens 30. Again, 1 tablet maybe 3 times a day, just for a day for adults. For a child, maybe 1 to 2 tablets a day only, just for 1 day, that's it. That would finish off this whole story of the burns quite nicely. If you happen to have nerve pains involved, let's say on your toes, on your fingertips, on the back of your, the lower back particular, around the coccyx, there's a sunburn, and nerves are involved, I would add Hypericum homeopathic tincture into your calendula spray already, and use 1 part of calendula homeopathic tincture, 1 part of the Hypericum homeopathic tincture, and 3 parts of water. That's a nice mix because the calendula helps to heal the wound, but the Hypericum calms down the nerve endings, which are sort of like a little bit fried at this point. So that's a really nice combination. If you have electrical burns, even lightning, I mean, of course you choose medical advice here, but there's a remedy called Phosphorus 30, which I highly recommend here. And if you're exposed to chemical burns, choose Causticum 30. Very, very important here. But what's beyond home care? When do you seek medical care? Well, 3rd degree burns, absolutely. And do not try to remove even the charred clothing from the burn tissue. But while the person goes to hospital, give Arnica montana 200. Again, another homeopathic remedy you should have at home, available in your health food store. It will calm down the nervous system and the shock of the person, till he or she reaches the hospital and can then function better. Any particular 2nd degree burns which cover larger area of the body, the hands, the face, the genitals, they need medical attention. as well as radiation burns, chemical burns. If it's an electrical burns, do not use your bare hands to pull the person away from the source of the electrical burns. In fact, use non-conductive material. We have here a mop or a wooden chair or board so you not get affected. If there's an infection, like there's pus or excessive swelling going on, of course, go to hospital. But here are some natural remedies, over-the-counter ones, kitchen pharmacy, which are really helpful to relieve your sunburns. The first one to have is lavender essential oil, a must remedy in your home kitchen or pharmacy, so to say. It reduces the sting, the burns, it reduces the redness, it contains antimicrobial properties, and it speeds up the healing and allows the body to recover much faster. Some people like a mixture of peppermint essential oil and lavender essential oil. Now, homeopathic remedies are very sensitive when it comes to any substances which are strong smelling or pungent in their qualities, and peppermint, camphor-based substances, eucalyptus smelling agents, we don't want to bring them in because they might antidote the effectiveness of the homeopathic remedies. So I just stick to my lavender essential oil. A super effective home spray is when you also incorporate lavender essential oil with aloe vera juice and coconut oil. It's a nice mixture, again externally to be applied. Now, I talked about oatmeal in the previous video with the insect bite. So here again, it comes to help. Choose a gluten-free organic oat and put it in your food processor or your blender, and use 1 cup of that in a sort of cooler lukewarm bath with about 1/4 of coconut oil in there. You can also put some lavender essential oil drops in, soak in there for 10-15 minutes. It really heals the skin and softens the damaged skin quite nicely. If you have none of that, use milk, cold milk. Get a washcloth, dunk it in there and dab it on the affected area. I know it's a temporary relief, but it's quite useful. Now, if you happen to be in your hotel room and you wake up in the morning and your skin is literally sticking to the bed sheet because the skin exudes moisture or because of the open wounds, go to your next supermarket or go to the kitchen of the hotel and ask for cornstarch. It's a really great agent here. Sprinkle it on your bedsheet and it will reduce the friction and create a barrier between your skin and the sheets, which is really, really important here. Really easy, affordable tip, but can save you some sleepless nights, particularly if it's painful. How about yogurt? Yogurt contains probiotic, and that's what we want here to heal the skin. Get a full fat, yogurt. Don't think about flavors here. Oh, maybe I need strawberry flavor on my skin now. Just full flat. Put it on a washcloth. 10 minutes on the affected area and then wash it off several times during the day. It's really helpful. My mom, she used to have a really bad sunburn and she used cold sliced cucumber, had really sort of big straps, lying on her body and really helped nicely, plus the yogurt. Now you're getting ready for your vacation, everything is packed, and I tell you, you actually can prepare yourself nutritionally quite well not to get affected by sunburns. In fact, you can prevent getting a sunburn. So about 4 to 6 weeks before your vacation, I want you to jazz up with your vitamin C and E. You want to get more beta-carotine in your nutritions, lycopene as well as flavonoids. You can get them from your food or you add them with supplements and products. Vitamin C and E comes from nuts, from seeds and oranges. Beta-carotine, bringing more carrot juice, in the morning. Pumpkin, sweet potatoes. Lycopene often you can get with tomatoes or red bell peppers, but some people are really sensitive to this kind of food, particularly red bell peppers. So in this case, add a supplement which contains lycopene. Flavonoids, the antioxidants, are all the blueberries, and the dark colored berries. Just put them in your smoothie in the morning or with your breakfast, and you just strengthen your skin to withhold and withstand the extra onslaught of the ultraviolet rays. Bring in more omega-3 foods, of course, moisturize your body. Internally drink more water, and externally aloe vera gel, creams and coconut oil. Regarding coconut oil, try to get just an organic one from your health food store. It's cheap, it's affordable. There are all these chemical products from the supermarket out there with the sunscreen, mixed up with it. None of it, just a straightforward organic coconut oil will do here. I mentioned apple cider vinegar so many times in my previous videos already, but here again, it's a useful agent. And you smell a little bit, but hey, if you have a sunburn, you want help immediately. So here, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar to a cool bath. Again, 1/4 cup of coconut oil, lavender essential oil drops in there and soak in it for about 10-15 minutes. You can also use diluted apple cider vinegar in a washcloth and dab it on the affected area, or you can put it in your home spray, right? Nice too. Now, if it happens that you have a heat stroke on top of the sunburn, well, it's intense, but it can happen, particularly in children, right? They're up on the beach all day, and then in the evening they suddenly, or adults, have a strong headache, throbbing headache, fever even, delirious state of fevers, and the head is really red, the body is really hard to touch. It's almost like a fever state. I really advise you to use the remedy belladonna. It's a homeopathic remedy. It is usually in your first aid kit, and that's why I say it's really helpful to have a first aid kit at hand, especially when you go on holiday with your family. Belladonna is indicated for throbbing headache, really red face, feverish conditions, and where you feel like you just want to lie down and put your head back and just be in a cool area. For children, 1 tablet 3 times a day for 1 day only. For adults, depending on the condition, 1 tablet maybe every 2 to 3 hours for a day. See if that helps. If you happen to have more spasms involved and you feel like when you lie back on your head now, that doesn't feel right, again, a lot of headache involved, the second homeopathic remedy in line would be clonoin 30, really helpful here. But again, you see more spasms in the body, and again, when you lie down your head, you won't like it. If you're confused, choose belladonna first. I think you will have great effects with that. And I think I want to finish this video with that. I think I gave you great tips already just to save your vacation here. And always remember, you can get hold of these remedies in your local health food store or online. And if in doubt, contact me at health@medicanova.net. You have your iPhone there at the beach, you're not quite sure what to do. Well, here I am. I can respond quite easily, and wherever I am too. Now, have a wonderful summer, and till next time, much love, take care, and enjoy this amazing time right now.